Hello everyone, this is Dr. Aditi Jain. I am a dermatologist practicing in Jaipur with Punarnava Laser and Aesthetic Center. Today I will be talking to you on the platform of Derma Vidya and access to dermatology on the topic of hair fall. So as we all know that we suffer from hair fall on and off throughout the year, and hair fall can be of two types, hormonal or stress related, or maybe lifestyle related. When it comes to hormonal, there are four things that we need to remember. It can be due to thyroid hormone imbalance, due to PCOS, due to or due to any kind of other hormones that are involved within the female body. When we come to lifestyle modifications or lifestyle changes that are related to hair fall, it is usually stress related, nutritional imbalances, or probably poor hair care, which is a very common reason in a lot of patients that we see in our OPDs. When we come to nutritional uh, reasons for hair fall, first and foremost, you need to step up on your protein intake, because when there is a protein deficiency in your body, the hair fall is going to occur. So to get your source of protein, there are chia seeds, there is whole lentils like rajma, kidney beans, or any kind of whole dal, sprouts that we have in our day-to-day routine. Vegetarian diet is usually a little deficient when it comes to protein, and most of us are vegetarians, so we need to step up on it. You can take supplements as well, but a lot of people don't really enjoy the taste of supplement. So I would advise to step up on your protein and incorporate it in your daily meals. Next, coming to the stress related hair fall that is known to be there. Uh, Keep a positive environment. Ensure that you get at least 8 hours of sleep. Make sure that your work environment is a very friendly and a very positive environment. So when we talk about nutritional deficiencies or nutritional balance that you need to include in your diet to fight hair fall, is firstly to increase the protein intake. When most of us are vegetarians, and vegetarian diet does not have a complete balance of protein, so we need to take some kind of supplement, or we need to take some kind of extra ingredients in our diet to complete that deficiency. So when we talk about options for vegetarians for protein intake, there is chia seeds, there are seed mixes, flax seeds, makhanas, oats. These are all rich in proteins. Other than that, you have your whole lentils or whole dal such as rajma, uh, chana, roast the Kabuli chana. All these things are very rich in protein. Of course, you have your paneer and tofu also, but I don't advise it too much because it has a lot of paneer. One, it has milk protein, which is not a very healthy protein, and tofu has a high content of estrogen, which is not really advisable when there is a female pattern hair loss or there is a hair loss due to hormonal imbalance. Coming to a few natural remedies that I can tell you to fight hair fall is, first of all, oiling. Everybody of us, we as Indians, we love to oil. So coconut oil works best. Other than that, you can use olive oil, castor oil, but not mustard oil, because it is not really a very hair friendly or a skin friendly oil. Also, you can try these two remedies that I have seen to work in patients. You can make a paste of hibiscus flower with a little coconut oil, apply it on your scalp and hair for 10 minutes, and then rinse it off. The hibiscus has a high content of vitamin C and antioxidants, which helps to fight hair fall and promotes hair growth. Another one that you can try is, especially for people who have dandruff or who have complained of dandruff from a very long time, you can mix apple cider vinegar, one part with one part of water, apply it on your scalp for 15 minutes and then rinse it off. The apple cider vinegar is, again, it has antibacterial properties, so it is going to fight the infection, and it will also promote hair growth because it is rich in free radicals and antioxidants. Coming next to topical treatments that you can use or will probably be recommended by your dermatologist, would comprise of peptides nowadays, because there are a lot of health options which are more natural based or herbal based rather than the medicines. Apart from that, there is minoxidil as well, which is the best suggested treatment for any kind of hair fall, especially female pattern hair fall, which is due to hormonal imbalance. Other than that, there are procedures that you can opt for or which will be recommended by your dermatologist, which include platelet-rich plasma, growth factor concentrate, low-level light therapy, and the newest kid on the block, which is exosomes, which can be injected or can be used topical as well. Ask a dermatologist for it. I'm sure they'll be able to guide you better. There are a few myths that I would like to bust for you. Uh, there are people who say that the more lather the shampoo is going to give you, the more cleaner your scalp is going to be. It is not like that. The more lather a shampoo gives, that means it has sulfates and parabens. Stop using shampoos that have sulfates and parabens because it is harmful for your hair. Another myth that goes around is that if you have dandruff, it is because you have a dry scalp. It is not like that. If you have dandruff, it is because you have an oily scalp and it's probably due to a fungal or a bacterial infection. So ask your dermatologist about it. Another major myth that I want to clear today is that hair fall or thinning of hair occurs only in the senior age group. It is not true. It can happen to a child as old as 10 years old, or it can happen to someone who's even post 60, 70, 75. There are various causes for it, as I listed earlier, but you need to be aware of what it is exactly that is troubling you and accordingly consult your dermatologist about it. A few tips also that I would like to give you to ensure that your hair is taken care well is, first of all, wash at least twice a week to maintain a good hygiene and a clean scalp, which is the key to prevent yourself from any kind of hair issues in the future. Avoid harsh parlor procedures such as straightening, rebonding. These use very high intensity of heat which your hair is not used to and is not meant to be exposed to. So I would suggest to avoid them completely. And thirdly, at least don't comb your hair when it is wet. Detangle it when it's half dry with either your fingers very gently or with a wide tooth comb, and then you can probably go for your normal combing or a hairbrush when your hair is completely dry. So today I hope that I have given you some useful tips and information about hair fall in ladies. And if you like our videos, please visit our website dermavidya.com for more such videos and tips on skincare and hair care. And lastly, do not self-medicate. Consult an expert or your nearest dermatologist, and I'm sure they will be able to help you out. Thank you.
For more such videos, visit or log into dharmavidya.com.